So, Vivian, you have grandchildren.
I have two lovely granddaughters.
Granddaughters. What's it like being a grandma?
It is a second chance on life because of when you are raising children as a young person you get caught up in the daily world, but with grandchildren it's all fun. I don't have to do this, or I don't have to do that, and when I get tired I can send them home to their parents.
Right, that's the best part, right? So what else is different about being a mother versus being a grandmother?
Being a mother, you are totally responsible for your child. You are trying to raise them the best you know how to raise them, and you are young, and everything that you do you know that will be picked up by your child. But when you have grandchildren, that duty is up to their parents, so I don't feel that I have to really teach them anything. I have to continue the teaching of their parents.
So you get to do all the fun stuff now that you are a grandma.
Yes, it really is fun. They take you by the hand and take you to the store and point out everything in the world that mom and dad will not give them, and it really costs you a lot of money sometimes, unless you do put your foot down and say, "No."
So being a grandma is more expensive than being a parent.
Absolutely, but it's a lot more fun because at this stage of life you have a little bit more money than you had when you were raising your child.
I see. That's great. Now, Daisy, do you mind me asking how old you are?
I was 94 years old on November 3rd, 2024.
Wow. 94. What does it feel like to be 94?
It's a little inconvenient because my mind did not turn 94, but my body did, and I find it sometimes my mind follows my body too. And it's hard to be as quick as I used to be, and I always want to do more, now than I'm able to do. I can't do what I used to do when I was younger.
Oh, that's disappointing and probably a little frustrating.
Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Especially when you have been active all of your life and all of a sudden things are just have slowed down to where you can't do all those running around, flying around tasks that you used to be able to do in the morning. Sometimes it takes me 2 days to get everything accomplished. Well, those are definite disadvantages to getting older. Are there any advantages? Can you give us some hope? Yes. Yes. There is hope. You have reached an age where you understand where you have been. I'm very fortunate that I lived in the 1900s. I was born in 1927. I saw the airplane invented. I saw the beginning of penicillin. I saw the medication for polio, which stopped it in its track. I saw so many things. World War II. I was married in World War II, and my husband went overseas for 2 years during that time, and my first 2 years of marriage was by letters, so it's a good time, You look back on all those things, and you are glad to be part of it. You begin to understand the changes that are taking place just as they took place when you were young. But you don't come to that realization until you become old. You don't become wiser. You just become more knowledgeable.
Well, that does not sound so bad.
So, Monica, a minute ago we were talking about Tai Chi and about how it helps longevity, helps you live a long life. One time when I was in Bangkok, I met a guy and he was doing Tai Chi and he looked really young, but he said the secret to his old life, he said the secret to looking young, was Tai Chi and cold showers. He took a cold shower every morning.
Oh, wow.
Could you do that?
No, I don't think I could actually.
Yeah, I actually tried it for a while and I tried it for about a week and I did feel so energized and it was easy in Bangkok. 'Cause it's really warm, but I couldn't keep it up, especially not that I'm in the cold climate. There's no way.
Yeah, I remember when I was young, my mother used to teach me to splash my face with cold water in the morning because she believed that helped wake you up. And I remember as a child not liking that at all because I found it too cold. I preferred to splash my face with warm water.
So, have you heard about any other secrets to having a long life?
Yeah, I have heard of quite a few different secrets to having a long life. I guess one secret that a lot of different cultural groups seem to share is diet. If you take the Japanese as an example, and Japanese people do have a long life expectancy in comparison to other people from other countries. I think the Japanese eat a diet that's quite low in fat and reasonably low in salt as well. And I think their fluid intake is quite healthy because they drink a lot of green tea, which has antioxidants in it. And they drink a lot of miso soup, which has a lot of vegetables in it, and is made from fermented barley. So I think that's very healthy.
I have also heard that people in the Mediterranean, they also often have a long lifespan in certain regions and maybe the combination of wine, just a little wine, not too much, but wine and olive oil, and then a lot of fish, seafood is also maybe beneficial to a long life.
Yeah, that's true. I have heard French people, for example, live a long life, and that has often been said due to a glass of red wine a day. And I know people think differently about alcohol and its effect on the body these days.
Right.
Yeah, because alcohol used to be considered quite a bad thing and discouraged in all forms. But now people tend to think that a glass a day is actually quite beneficial to your health.
I have also actually heard that people that laugh a lot tend to live longer.
Yeah, I have heard that too, actually, because laughing releases natural endorphins, and I think that helps you physiologically. And also I think psychologically you are happier if laughing so. Yeah, I think that long life is related to how you are feeling. And I think a lot of it is psychological as well as physical. For example, how much you are eating and what types of food you are eating.
Yeah, I guess I am kind of in the same boat, but I just don't know if I laugh that much. Maybe I am in trouble.